Good day, fellow masters. Your host, Lord Valderox, here back with some more Fake Grand Order, Absolute Demonic Front, Babylonia. So we're kind of nearing the end, reaching Section 13, about to tackle Part 3 of Section 13. And it looks like the enemies we're encountering here happen to be Mushushus and Ushungal, along with Ungalu. So, as always, trying to keep it different every single time. For the Mushushus, I have Mordred, and for the Ushungal, I believe I need, let's see, caster, single target caster, a single target assassin. As always, the single target assassin has to go right there, with the strongest Kaleidoscope at my disposal, followed by the second strongest, which is only level 30. I'll get around to leveling it up. And I believe I said I needed a caster. Single target caster, none other than the monk. Now then. I think for this one I'll need... I'll probably appreciate this one more, but I gotta work on leveling up the others too. Actually, I'll probably use one of the other ones in the back. No. That's right, I haven't touched the summer one. So I'll keep up with this Mystic Foot for bossing. We may or may not end up using it for Solomon. And entering combat. I love the Mordred can charge up that much. Just in case we'll charge up some stars for the next one. And Mordred, your power is beyond measure. Oh, this guy. Not to worry. I believe it loves to use the debuffs. It won't kill it, but still a fair amount of damage, I'd say. Yeah, that's right. I did like not being able to use your skill. Would have loved to kill the right away. Huh. Well, aren't you a clever one? Again, plan accordingly in this battle should be too difficult. gonna pay for that right now. Next turn, Jack's gonna rip you apart if she has cards. Jack, do the thing. Serves you right. How dare you hurt my lewd monk. Whew. Okay, it appears that the next set of, I guess, parts for Chapter 14 consist of very peculiar dialogue choices. Vaya, the wall that blew to smithereens is probably restored, yes. Baruch's people are amazing, yes. Of course, they are all hard workers. The only one with permanent behavioral issues is Goldie. Well, even he will blow his head to this. I never imagined Quetzalcoatl would join our forces. You really are the goddess of victory, Ishtar. Yep, that's what he'll say. Yes, Ishtar, that seems likely. King Gilgamesh only planned on defeating Quetzalcoatl. I don't think he even could have predicted Lord Valdarox's actions. What's wrong, Honor? The gatekeeper isn't there. I don't smell blood, but I have a bad feeling about this. Lord Valdarox, something's bothering me, so I'm gonna go ahead on my own. After I check and see that everything's alright, I'll head straight to the Chaldean embassy. Indeed, it feels like life has been drained from the entire city. I don't hear any construction work going on like before. Let's hurry into the city, Master. We should assume something has happened. Nobody's walking around in the streets. The stores are closed too. What's going on? Lord Merlin, you have returned. Oh, but you have returned too late. Oh, you. Just the face I wanted to see. What on earth happened here? And what do you mean by too late? Lord Merlin, and you, Lord Valdarox of Chaldea, please calm down and listen. King Gilgamesh has passed away. They are currently holding his funeral at the Ziggurat. What? No. He's the king of heroes. How can he die? There's really a funeral. Siduri, what is the meaning of this? Oh, everyone, you have returned. But you're too late. King Gilgamesh is... How could anyone kill him? That's right. There's no way King Gilgamesh could die. He's a man who saw the future and voluntarily became a mage. He must have had proper precautions against assassinations. He promised me that he'd concentrate on giving orders from the throne to prevent dying on the battlefield. Who could kill him and how? I'm curious too. How the king died, you ask? Well... Did he try drinking that immortality potion? I can't believe this. Oh, how terrifying. I never imagined it would be this sharp. King Gilgamesh, you're trembling. Are you not feeling well? That's not it, fool. The blueprint for the fangs of Napishtim is finally complete. Look here and feast your eyes on its magnificence. This is prized work. Take this to memory. To the armory. We have no time. Build it directly on site, not in Uruk. Tell them to complete it within 2 days. So it was your usual kingly extreme emotional outburst, I see. This is... External pressure automatically builds a frame which, according to your plans, transforms this much within 10 seconds. Truly the work of a genius. My king, perhaps you should consider becoming an architect. Don't tempt me. I'd seriously consider it. The king should be versed in architecture if he hopes to be truly well-rounded ruler. By the way, it's an interlocking wooden frame, and the pressure comes from oil. It all rises up as if a wave is pushing it into the air. As it is similar to chugging down a stein of ale, I call it the Chuggus Lug style. What do you think? Genius, my king. You should get a patent for it as well. This is our secret weapon to defeat Gorgon in the battle to come, but the send materials to Nippur in advance. Idiot, it's the reverse. This goes from here to here and place them in this manner.
Why do you place it there? What about defeating Gorgon?
Confronting the goddess is Lord Valdrox's job. It is not a place for me to interfere.
My king, perhaps you are not feeling well.
Perhaps. It's only a slight dizziness, but I may have overworked these past few days. If my magical energy fails, the barrier will be weaker. One can't rule out an attack by the demonic beast. Merlin should be back tomorrow. Now until then. Pardon me, your majesty, a messenger from the northern wall is here to see you. Pardon me, your majesty, we have received a petition from the eastern market. Pardon me, your majesty, we have a complaint from the brothel. Pardon me, your majesty, a request from Priestess Academy has been delivered. Pardon me, your majesty, regarding today's ceremonies, a certain temple has... Oh no. Come now, we'll line up in a single file. I'll deal with you one by one. Siduri, go run over there to the armory. Things have settled down for now. Looks like I can finally take a small break. But why is it so hectic? They'll work me to death before we face the goddess. A throne is here to show authority, not to rest. But now I have no choice. I assume Siduri will return in 5 minutes. Till then, just for a moment. Oh no, he died in his sleep. I mean, that's an okay way to go. I must have fallen asleep. Every second is so precious. Siduri, how long have I been asleep? 1 minute? 5 minutes? I seem to have woken from my nap in the depths of Kur. This is no time for jokes. I really am dead here. So you have to drag him from the underworld, huh? My clairvoyance saw that. Haha.
And that's how it went. I returned to seeing the king on his throne in eternal slumber.
He died from overwork. No, that just can't be. This is very relevant to my interest. I could die just like this. This is the King Gilgamesh. If it were so easy to kill him, he would have died dozens of times by now. You're right. I lost my cool in the heat of the moment. Thinking back, it felt strange in Uruk when we left as well. Lady Siduri, after we headed to Ur, did something strange happen here in the city?
Let's see. The assault of the demonic beast calmed down, but we had many reports of deaths from weakness within Uruk. I didn't think much of it because of the king's funeral, but it's indeed abnormal. Can this be unnatural, you say? Yes, King Gilgamesh didn't work himself to death. Someone killed him. Which means the Three Goddess Alliance must be responsible. I don't think anyone else is capable of killing the king. That is true, but can Gorgon really kill so indirectly?
Ishtar is all about archery and loud laughs.
Yes, within the Three Goddess Alliance, there's no goddess that can perform such an assassination. Huh? What are you guys talking about? Hold on, Mash, Lord Valrox. Ishtar isn't in the Three Goddess Alliance. She got it in our way, didn't she? Oh, now that you mention it, you're right. She was killing Gorgon's demonic beast, which would be against the Three Goddess Alliance rules. But if so, who's the third goddess? Who, you ask? It's Ereshkigal. You didn't know that until now? She's god indigenous to this land, yes? Queen of Kur, ruler of death and phantoms. What did you say? Ereshkigal is here? Why? So not even Ishtar knew the true name of the third goddess. No, sorry. So not even Ishtar knew the true name of the third goddess. But how? The only Sumerian deity left in this era should be Ishtar.
All is well in the underworld. Oh, I see. I get it. So that's the trick. Ereshkigal's resurrection and Ishtar not noticing. How very, very odd, don't you think? Hey, don't be a smartass, Merlin. If you know something, let's hear it. Alright, in Sumerian myths, Ishtar, the queen of heaven, and Ereshkigal, the queen of Kur, are like cats and dogs. Ishtar headed to the underworld for no reason and was stripped of her divinity by the 7 underworld gates. And there she was even murdered by Ereshkigal. Isn't that right, Ishtar?
That's right. Got a problem? Those 7 cursed gates, they stripped away the authority that I prepared to use against Ereshkigal, and in the end I was dragged in front of her all naked, and mercilessly skewered and over with spears. Since then, I really have a hard time dealing with her. Why did Ereshkigal get resurrected? And on top of that, she's part of the 3 Goddesses Alliance.
As far as her joining the Alliance, I imagine only she knows the reason. But I know why Ereshkigal was resurrected. It's you, Ishtar. You were summoned. Ereshkigal was summoned too. I thought it strange to begin with. Why did the temple matron who successfully summoned you die? The most likely answer is that Ereshkigal killed her. She summoned not 1, but 2 goddesses. The girl that served as your vessel had quite an amusing persona. She was able to cleanly separate her good and evil sides. One became you, and the other became Ereshkigal. In other words, good Ishtar and evil Ereshkigal.
Well, of course, I am indeed a goddess of good. Indeed.
I see. Ishtar, the goddess of bountiful harvest, can be seen as the great Earth Mother symbolizing human life. On the other hand, Ereshkigal symbolizes human death, and is the terrible Earth Mother. The 2 goddesses are 2 sides of the same coin and perhaps one of the same from the same deity. The goddesses nurturing life later became a goddess of death. Izanami of Japanese myths follows this pattern as well. So if Ishtar was summoned, then by extension Ereshkigal would be too. Furthermore, they're the same deity, so that's why we only counted a single Sumerian goddess.
Wow, then what? She might have been secretly using this body of mine the whole time?
The possibility does exist. Ereshkigal cannot leave Kur. When she moved around above ground, she probably used your body secretly, like when you were asleep. I see.
It is Ereshkigal's scent of death that fills the rook now. Ereshkigal's spirits remove souls from the weak and exhausted first. One such spirit must have taken Gilgamesh's soul to Kur. If that's the case, we still have time. We haven't yet buried the king's corpse. If we liberate his soul from the soul cages, he might wake up.
That is correct, Lady Siduri. Actually, being in a lot of trouble will be lost in now. King Gilgamesh's leadership is an absolute necessity if we want to defeat Gordon.
Which means we'll have to head to Kur and retrieve his soul, right, Senpai?
That's right, Mish.
Oh, wait, you both speak of going to Kur so easily. Isn't that a bit overzealous? It's the underworld, a world where every heroic spirit and deity is powerless. There, Ereshkigal is the absolute law. No matter what you do, you'll get captured and sent to Skirine, you see?
Time for King Gilgamesh must be saved. Yeah, we don't get a chance like this often. Let's make sure to put King Gilgamesh deep in our debt for this.
Crap, I don't like where this is going. I need to escape while I can. Hold it right there, Ishtar. You know how to get to the underworld, right? So hurry up and guide us there, yes? It's fine. Lord Valderox will make the 3rd goddess fall as well, yes? Wait, you fiery meathead, let go of me! Dumuzi, the god of shepherds, isn't there anymore. We can't be resurrected if we die, so why do you want to go to the underworld?
I feel you. If I'd kicked the bucket and had no ways of returning, I'd be a little hesitant as well. We literally have 3 days. It's odd that they give us 10 days, though. In other words, they pretty much seal their own fate by giving us a lot of time. Otherwise, they could have finished us off right then and there. Because without the blessing of Ereshkigal, we'd suffer heavily. Anyways, continuing on. So section 14 is going to have an array of questions. Right? So for this one, you just need Ishtar Murder. You need 1 powerful saber and a whole bunch of casters. That works fine with me. But again, when I say powerful saber, I am referring to the fact that it's gotta be single target, which means I have the appropriate team for this. I really do. Actually, before I get ahead of myself, I don't think they need to fire off their noble phantasm right from the get-go, so this team will actually be customized a little different. Right, Tomlin was here already, so it's fine. What I intend to do is this. A boost to their Arcus cards. I mean, I could have sworn I had another one. There we go. Whoever's gonna be back here has to carry the other one. I think I'll bring another saber. 4-star just to be on the safe side. Lancelot. And the front runner saber's gotta be Nero. In terms of MP level, this probably does more damage than Lancelot. Alright, that should conclude it. Actually, Nero doesn't even need to be fully charged either. She'll be fully charged by then, so I should give her a more practical craft essence. Which means any one of these things. I don't think she has a problem charging. Then we'll give her a little Halloween, since we're not in a hurry, but it'd be nice to charge up quickly. And we're ready to go. Alright then, fellow masters. Not quite yet, huh? Actually, no. That one will do. That one will do. We don't need a song. Goodbye, goodbye, goddess of the underworld. Section 14. Huh. Back in Kutha, you certainly got there fast. Although I suppose Ishtar slowed us down since we had to drag her the whole way.
If only Quetzalcoatl wasn't around, I could have escaped. Give it up, Ishtar. You promised. Lord Valorox too, right? If you say you're on their side, you stay on their side until they betray you or fall. Isn't that dedication the universal pride of all goddesses? Okay, I give up. I'll tag along on your trip to the underworld. But only Lord Valorox, Mash, and I are going in. Quetzalcoatl and Merlin, you stay here. Especially you, Quetzalcoatl. You would be a sitting duck down there. Katan? What are you saying? Divinity works negatively in Kur. The weak stay as they are, but the strong are weakened. Death and its queen, Erskine, rules supreme there. What do you think happens when a god dies in Kur?
I see. They'd go wild, say things like, I do not accept death. And then just head right back to the world above. There would be no life or death anymore. Even gods must remain in the underworld once they die. So that's why there's a system that nullifies their powers. Fascinating.
Even knowing what it's like in the underworld, Ishtar, you challenge it anyway? You're amazing. Mash, you're not saying that sarcastically. You're just a goofball. I can't possibly get mad at you. I went down to the underworld because I was arrogant. In the mist surrounded me, I was spoiled, praised, and knew no fear. So I laughed off the perils of the underworld and challenged it using 7 authorities. I felt nothing was impossible for me after conquering Mount Ebi, but the result was a miserable defeat, complete total loss. I would have loved to have seen that, yes. Worst case scenario, please make sure at least Lord Valorox and Mash return, yes. You do realize that's not the worst case scenario, what worst case scenario means, right? Well, either all return after defeating our edge girl, or we fail and everyone's trapped. It's only one or the other. That's why I'm having you two remain here. If it comes to that, then it's your turn. We figure out a way to strike a deal with Erskine to get her to return Mash and Lord Valorox to the living world.
Alright, for the good of our mission, I shall remain behind. That said, though, you're a strange one, Ishtar. You're walking into a battle you don't think you can win. Do goddesses mature when they become independent from their fathers?
Say whatever you want. Anyway, where's Anna? You didn't bring her? No, she hadn't returned to the Kalian embassy. We didn't have time to wait or look for her, so we left her behind. I see, but she'd be useless in the underworld anyway, so I suppose that works out regardless. Then let's begin. Are you really okay with this, Lord Balderox?
By the way, how do we get to the underworld?
How, you ask? Like this, of course. Mash, take care of the Lord Balderox. Merlin, Quetzalcoatl, stand back. Load the tie convergence rounds in Mana's bow cannons. Output at isosceles of a third of the lapis lazuli. Gate of Curse, shatter! Let the light of On shine through the skyless key. In other words, I'll blow a giant hole in the ground.
My oh my is the only thing I can say.
Alright, success. This is the underworld, Lord Balderox. Ow, are you alright, Master? I managed to guard you with my shield, I think.
Ishtar, why do you have to be so... Ishtar?
I can teleport too, but if I teleport into the underworld, it'll be scary afterwards. If my powers are sealed the instant we arrive, we'll all just fall and die. It's better we don't have to teleport. You can get to the underworld by digging through the ground after all. Huh? What did you just say?
Good, I got through. You said you were going to the underworld, so I was worried I might not be able to observe you. Guess I was wrong. I mean, you're really just underground. Real deal, the Age of the Gods is amazing. The underworld is physically linked to the real world.
So it's true. It wasn't like some area in another dimension. Of course, in the Age of the Gods, the heavens and the earth and the underworld are all situated on the same layer of scroll. The afterlife and the world of the skies become metaphysically only after the end of the Age of Gods.
And this really is the underworld.
Yes, truly a surprise. This underground cavern is unthinkable by our understanding of geology. Oh, Senpai, what are those long, narrow things scattered around? They look like bird cages. There are lights floating around inside them, too many to count. It's best you don't get near them. Those lights are the souls of the dead, of humans who have died on the surface.
Could those cages be...
Yep. Ereshkigal's souls cages. Souls trapped in there can never return to the world of the living. When the physical body dies, the soul starts to fade, then disappears. But Ereshkigal doesn't let that happen. She cages up the souls of humans she likes and keeps them at her side to enjoy for tens of thousands of years. Buried souls like that, humans without a body, feels cold. Very cold. So they start to freeze, beginning with their limbs until they eventually become living ice. One would rather fade away than feel that pain, but these trapped souls can't even do that. They have no freedom. Until Ereshkigal boarded them, they had to stay there like that, writhing in torment. And the souls that withered to death on Earth are here too? Most likely. There are more soul cages here than before, probably thanks to the work of the Three Goddess Alliance. I wonder if she's trying to make a kingdom of the dead. She was never cruel like this in the past.
Where is Ereshkigal?
Over there, on the other side of the narrow cliff path. Ereshkigal's palace is beyond the 7 gates. She can't step 1 foot outside of that palace. So she's trapped inside too. Ereshkigal a goddess? Who knows? They say it's what the gods decided, but it's none of my business. Anyway, this is where Lord Balderox and Mash come in. We'll start by going through the first gate over there. Doing so will help you understand the rules of the underworld. So she says, Senpai. Well, to start, we should get closer to it.
Answer me, answer me. You who live, you have fallen into the underworld. Tell me how your soul should be.
Lord Balderox, you'll get a binary sort of question. The underworld gates are fair and logical, and their job is to test whether a soul is good or evil. Good and evil are equal in value. Only the values of that human, the chooser, change, so there's no right answer. No matter which to choose, we'll have to deal with an annoying trial. Just pick whatever answer seems easier.
Now, sinful Lord Balderox, answer me.
he got called by name.
Standards of beauty seem diverse but are absolute. Black wins over white, and earth wins over the heavens. Then, Ereshkigal or Ishtar, which is more beautiful?
Hold on a sec, that's different from before.
Alright, a question with not a scrap of logic. Which is it, Lord Valdrox? Well, here's the thing. If you want an easier battle, you pick the enemy with less HP, which has to be Ereshkigal. Because from the looks of... Actually, no. So here's the thing. The Garula Ghost either ends up having less HP with the Ishtar question, or if you pick the Ereshkigal one, the Garula Ghost has like 12k more HP. As for Ishtar Murder, you got either Ishtar Murder or the Nobleman of the Underworld. Personally though, like I said, Ereshkigal is the easier one. Because as far as the other enemies are concerned, we'll go with Ereshkigal. We are trying to sway her.
Ah, betrayed at the very first gate. Oh, I get it. That's not it. This is a battle of wits. Isn't that right? As long as you compliment Ereshkigal, the enemy will weaken. That's what this means, right?
Awkward, but very well. Can't play me like a fiddle. Zashu. Alright then. Make this battle quick because we're pressed with time. Always charge up your Tama. This wave is lacking behind. Charge him up.
行くぞ。はやっ。罠だ。行くぞ。さてさて。はやっ。無駄だ。
What your little birds do, huh? Nothing. Nothing became of it.
ちょっと神様っぽいところ見せちゃおうかな。はっ。罠だ。
Don't forget to be practical with your skills, masters. Sorry, I'm a little distracted again. Now let's see. This shouldn't be too difficult.
道を開け。行くぞ。
Like I said, we'll charge on her quickly.
春の日差し、花の乱舞、祝福アステラの開け、ユスピアエドムスアウレアよ。歌え、アフハイ罠だ。行くぞ。
Not a problem, just...
さてさて。罠だ。はやっ。
な。
さすがだな。
Probably should have put away first, just in case it crits.
罠だ。
Oh, he's gonna kill it. Damn it. Curse royalty.
つまり途中だな。他にやることないの？
俺のオフが用意。道を開け。さすがだな。見せちゃおうかな。
Yeah, I know that's a waste of skill because I didn't use the attack buff for the other
春の
ones.
日差し、花の乱舞、祝福はステラの開け、ルッピアエドムスアウレアよ。歌え、アクリズムに勝ってこれでだ。見させなアマル
こういうのどうだ？こういうのどうだ？
I think none of these skills got reduced. Big time, but I don't like
すべては僕の思うままってな。これぞ大軍師の究極陣地。罠だ。
Oh, you just want to die, don't you?
つまり途中だな。他にやることないの？
Yeah, I know. Overthinking things. Especially when I just need to finish this battle quickly before it reaches the 40-minute mark now.
春の日差し、
Come on, Nero.
花の乱
Speed
舞
through this.
祝福はステラの開け、ルッピアエドムスアウレアよ。歌え、アク
最上に近い勝利だった。戦う前に勝つくらいの。
Bone type enemies. And with that, we conclude this next part. We'll return momentarily. Masters, as always, good luck and advance with caution? Anyways, do take care.